I'd like to invite the children to come and join me up here. I have a story to share with you. Thank you. Can you come sit down right here? That would be lovely. Can you tell me who goes to school? Almost everybody here goes to school, right? What grade are you in? 5th? Pre-K? What about you? Okay, thank you. Kindergarten? 3rd grade? 3rd grade. Do you know when I was your age and I went to school at that grade, there were a lot of other kids that couldn't come to school with me. It was a really funny thing. I lived in a place where if you had skin the color of my hand, you could go to school. But if you had darker skin or a different shade, you weren't welcome there. You couldn't go to that school. You had to go to a different school. It was really sad. People had ideas that only one kind of people were good or right. And only one kind of people should go to school in my school. That was really strange, huh? It's a good thing we don't do that anymore. But I wanted to show you why we don't do that anymore. A lot of it has to do with this man. Who knows who this man is? Who is he, Madison? Martin Luther King, right. Martin Luther King lived at the same time that I did. He's not alive anymore, but he was alive then. And he said, wait a minute, that's not fair. Everybody should get to go to school together. Everybody deserves to be able to go to school. And the other funny things were, if you didn't have the color of my skin, you couldn't live in my neighborhood. You couldn't shop at my grocery store. You couldn't even go to my doctor. Isn't that strange? For the grown-ups, I lived in the Deep South. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about this man because he made a huge difference for us. This is him in Washington, D.C. He was talking to a lot of people about what it was like and what it should be. And he said he had a dream. And lots of people came to hear. Do you see all those people? That's a lot of people. They came to hear about Dr. King's dream. He said, I have a dream. And he said, in this country, we talk about people being equal, but sometimes they're not. He said, I have a dream that one day my 4 little children, and these were his little children, will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by their character. Do you know what character means? Character means who you are, and especially who you are to other people. Are you kind? Yeah, that's an important thing. Are you fair? Yeah. He said, those are the kind of things we should talk about when we talk about people, not the color of their skin or what they look like. Not if they're exactly the same as us. He said, I have a dream today. I have a dream that every valley shall be exalted, and every hill and mountain shall be made low. The rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight. And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all people shall see it together. And this is what he said when he was standing there talking to all those people. He talked about what's really important and how we treat other people. He said he hoped that if we work and pray together, that one day all kinds of kids will be able to come together and play together and sing together and go to school together. He said that was really important. And he said, what's most important to me and our country where we live is that freedom rings, that freedom is the same for everybody, everywhere, no matter where they live. Now, Dr. King's story is really sad because people were so angry at him for saying this that they killed him, which is a very sad thing to do.
He also protested not by punching people in the face with physical harm.
That's a really good point.
Sit in to the government.
You're right. He didn't protest by punching people in the face. You're right, he didn't do that. He protested without being violent, without hurting other people. He said, this is what I believe, and I'm going to say what I believe, but I'm not going to hurt you in the process. That's really important. Dr. King had a lot to teach us, and he still teaches us every day, all the time. So I want you to think for a minute. Is there a way that you could do something today or this week at school that would be a way to remember Dr. King and honor him? Is there somebody you could play with? Somebody that you could be nice to? Somebody new maybe that you could make friends with? Or maybe you could think about Dr. King the next time you get really angry and think about how you're going to react to that. Thank you for being such good listeners today. You can go back to your seats now.